What is going on, guys? The Gaming Ram here, and welcome back to BeamNG Drive. And today we're here at the shop, and as you guys can see, and you might have seen it in the last clip, but we had to go and pick up a whole truckload of parts here. So big shout out here to Clockwise Racing Experts here. They done gave me a whole bunch of parts, and so we finished up some stuff. So if you guys remember, in the last video we had a Dodge Durango, we had an SRT Durango with a Hellcat engine in it that we was in the process of building. We got a lot of that truck done, and I'll show you it here. I gotta get it off the lift. Let me lower this thing down. I can show you it. As you can see, got some nice drag. These are whaled drag racing wheels on the truck. And so let me do this. All right. And so the truck, in the most part, is finished. So as you guys can see, it has a lot better presence. It's wider. Well, it came like that already, but we needed some wider tires to basically complete the truck, and so it completes it now with these wide tires that's on here. Since it does have the wide body kit, we had to. It has a rear diffuser now, so we had it installed, the rear diffuser, and the supercharger is actually a lot bigger. So if you guys don't remember, the supercharger was a stock supercharger. This one is coming from the Dodge Demon. So this one is a much bigger supercharger altogether than the random or the standard Hellcat supercharger. And so it's a lot more aggressive now. So we did a full-on brake swap. So the brakes are carbon ceramic racing brakes. So it has a lot more stopping power. I'm gonna show you. Oh. Okay. It might have a little bit too powerful of a stopping power at full pedal, but I'll get this fixed real quick. I'll be back.
1 hour later.
Good thing we got a jack on standby. You always got to make sure you have a jack on standby. But we got the tire back on the truck. So we're going to lower this thing down. And hopefully it does not come off again. I forgot to tighten that lug because I had a... Yeah, the tire was flat and it was a whole story. So we just put these wheels on not that long ago, so I might have forgotten to tighten the bolts. All right, but while I'm sitting here, I could tell you guys. So, the brakes are carbon ceramic, so they're a lot stronger now than the original ones. So those are different. What else we do? We did something else. I can't. Oh yeah, the exhaust is a straight pipe exhaust, no cats, and as you can see underneath here, it is solid. It's built. It has racing manifolds on it. So, yeah. And the tune comes from Hoonigan, is the ECU tuner for the truck. So, it's it's always in Sport Plus. It's no other modes. All right, so there you go. The Durango is about done. Pretty much, we're gonna put the hood back on the truck, and we're gonna be putting it on the dyno, and we're gonna be seeing how much power it is making. When this truck came in, it was making about 300 to 400 horsepower, 400 at the max, and so it was really down on power. It wasn't making anything. The supercharger was making 1 pound of boost, and I don't know what was wrong with it, but we got the truck pretty much all dialed in. It's all engine, so we didn't touch the engine. All we did was replace the supercharger with a much bigger supercharger and tuned it because it really needed a tune, and that was it. As far as the engine is stock. It's the stock engine block that the truck came with, and as you guys can see, it's making good power now.
Meanwhile,
Also, for the truck, they gave me a bunch of parts, and they came in clutch here. Guess what? You guys remember the GTR? Well, here it is. The front bumper, we're going to replace the front bumper. We're going to replace the rear bumper and some extra stuff. And we also have, I don't know if I can get up under there, but the axle, that back right axle, we have that. We're going to be repairing the GTR here very soon. And we also have parts for the Chrysler 300 out there. We're going to be getting started on that build as well. So we got a lot here to do. But first things first, I'm going to lift this GTR up a little bit more so we can get over there to that back wheel, because we have to take this wheel off. Because as you guys can see, this whole wheel is completely leaning. Oh man, we messed that exhaust up too. Man, dang. That exhaust is expensive. That's like a $3,000 exhaust on this car. And like I say, we also got the back bumper as well. So GTR is going to get fixed. Like I told you guys that we wasn't going to send it back damaged, and it, you know, we got the connections here. What else around here? Oh, I can show you guys the Ford F-150. The 80 was I got it blocked in now, but my 1991 Ford F-150 is back, and they got the truck fixed. So if you guys remember, when we got this truck back, it had a problem with the transmission. The computer and the transmission was not agreeing with each other. It was either stuck in first gear all the time, or you had to let off the gas pedal a little bit, and then it was shift into the next gear. It kind of got it fixed. It still has that little bit, but it's not as bad. And in case you guys are wondering, the engine that's in this truck is a 2-valve Ford Mustang engine, so it's not nothing crazy, you know. And let me tell you guys, I don't know if you guys seen that video, but we had to go and pick up a Dodge Viper. Tragic ending there to that car. We had to go and pick that car up. It was in a very bad wreck, single car accident. We just sent the car off to its final resting place there, but for the most part, it was late. Go and check that video out. It is on my second channel, the Gaming Ram, or TGR Gaming Simulator, or what is it called? It's on that YouTube channel. That's my second YouTube channel. I posted it over there. It's no commentary. It's just a short, kind of like a short. But anyway, I can show you guys the Ford now. It sounds really good. So it still has that little problem, that little hesitation. And the fourth gear is really long. It's a really long gear ratio for fourth. But for the most part, it is running really good. And that's pretty much what I built it for. It's just cruising. But we might get a bigger engine in the future. But for now, it will do. So there you go. There is the F-150. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this truck. I might not keep it for long. It was just like one of those quick rebuild projects that I had got, and I was like, you know what? Let's just put this engine in this truck, and that's what I did. It's just, I don't know. We might be selling it pretty soon, so you guys may not see it for long. Because I do got eyes on something else that I'm looking to be getting. But anyway, let's go and get started on this GTR. RX-7 is coming back literally in 2 days. And so we got 2 days to pretty much get the GTR fixed. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, first thing we got to do is we got to get that tire off and then the bumpers. But one thing at a time. Let's try it.
6.5 hours later.
It's been a couple of hours, but we got a lot of work done. I can show you guys the process, or so far the progress here on the GTR. So we got the bumpers off, front and back, and look at this. We got the wheel fix, brand new wheels, tires for the rear, along with the matching brake calipers, Nissan. And then the axle's been put in. And next thing is pretty much just, we got brand new front. As you guys can see, the front bumper support, that's brand new. So we replaced the radiator because the radiator had a very small crack in it. And so it is a new radiator. Next up is really just getting the bumpers to align with the car. So we are going to be letting it down for the first time. I'm very glad that the car isn't as damaged as I thought it was going to be, but it's not that bad. It's actually very fixable since most of it was just pretty much just the bumpers. I am going to have to replace the exhaust, but for the most part, the car is ready. I can show you. Because we're not going to need the lift anymore. And also, have you guys ever heard a GTR Nissan without the exhaust? One more pull. Tomorrow what we're going to start doing is we're going to get started on this GTR. Well, we're going to finish up the GTR. We're going to be putting the front and rear bumpers on, and hopefully they line up perfectly. If not, we're going to make them line up, all right? And we're also going to get started on the 300 here. Well, we're going to dyno the Durango, and I'm going to do the 300 probably... Well, I'm going to do the 300 after I deliver the Durango. So tomorrow is going to be dyno day, so I will be going home. And in the morning, we'll be coming back, dyno the Durango, and finishing up the GTR.